Hello, all you beautiful people out there. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Why don't you go down, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss any episodes. For my fans and subscribers, welcome back. You are the lifeblood of this channel, and I deeply appreciate you. Today's topic, our path to religion, modern humans. Not much else to say. Let's get on with the video. At this time, the practice of placing valuable goods in burials became widespread. But why? Grave goods served many purposes, including burying the person's favorite item with them, burying items as a sign of affection, and burying items with the person so their spirit won't come looking for them. However, the most common reason for grave goods is for the deceased to use them in the afterlife. Ian Tattersall observed that placement of grave goods is a good indicator of belief in an afterlife, because if our ancestors did not believe in an afterlife, why put them there in the first place? Grave goods consisted of many things, including food. Interpreting grave goods in this way also accounts for some groups, like the Egyptians, killing people to serve the deceased in the afterlife. Of course, ancient Egyptians weren't the only ones to practice this, and grave goods are a prime example of the effects of autobiographical memory on belief in an afterlife. What exactly was happening to our brains about 40,000 years ago to enable autobiographical memory? Newer brain areas expanded to acquire new functions, while older areas were reprogrammed and white matter improved. The temporal self and brain evolved together. Research has identified areas associated with autobiographical memory by asking individuals to focus on a specific type of memory while undergoing functional imaging. Several of these areas are identical to those that play a role in theory of mind. Yes, psychologists and neuroscientists love new toys. These tasks also activate the prefrontal cortex. These lobes, which are right behind the eyeballs, are involved in uniquely human capabilities, particularly self-awareness and mental time travel, which would explain why a person with frontal lobe dementia has problems in these areas. Other areas are also involved in autobiographical memory, but not as much as the prefrontal cortex. Among these is the hippocampus, which is surprising since it is one of the evolutionarily oldest areas of the human brain. The hippocampus is also critical for memory storage. The amygdala, which is also evolutionarily old, functions in autobiographical memory because the amygdala plays a crucial role in emotions, and these memories are often laden with emotion. White matter connecting these areas also suggests a role in memory for these areas, since one tract connects them to the prefrontal cortex. Another question that researchers wanted to answer deals with brain areas activated by past autobiographical memory and imagined future events. To their surprise, several studies yielded consistent results that the areas involved in both tasks are almost the same. So now that we have the biological wiring needed for religion, what cultural changes aided in this massive step? The time between 12,000 years and 11,000 years ago is the traditional dividing line between the Paleolithic and Neolithic ages, including the agricultural revolution, also known as the Neolithic Revolution. During this time, humans began transitioning from hunter-gatherers to farmers, and plant and animal domestication started. As much as our ingenuity may have helped the revolution, climate change helped even more. The last ice age ended about 11,500 years ago, which coincides with the Neolithic Revolution. As the earth warmed, people gathered into larger groups. Before that, humans had lived in small hunter-gatherer groups. A bit earlier, around 18,000 years ago, evidence suggests from semi-permanent camps that hunter-gatherer groups joined briefly for cooperative hunting. These bands would hunt separately during some seasons of the year and cooperatively in others. For the first time, hominins would gather in large numbers on a regular schedule, and the consequences would be tremendous. One such consequence was Göbekli Tepe. Göbekli Tepe was discovered in 1995 in Turkey. Construction began 11,500 years ago, making this structure 7,000 years older than Stonehenge. Covering 22 acres, it contains 20 enclosures that probably were covered by roofs at one time. Around 200 T-shaped pillars have carved arms and hands, belt buckles, and loincloths, making it clear that these represent some kind of anthropomorphic beings. Göbekli Tepe has only been partially excavated, but it has already yielded some amazing finds. In addition to the stone pillars, archaeologists have found life-size stone human heads crudely carved, and I'm wondering if this is connected to the Easter Island heads. They also found carved totem poles of stone, one that appears to be a bear holding a human holding another human. This stone pole strongly resembles the wooden totem poles of the Northwest Coast Indians, carved more than 11,000 years later. To our knowledge, Göbekli Tepe is the first human-built holy place, but what exactly was its purpose? Thus far, archaeologists have not found any evidence of permanent habitation near it. However, thousands of bones as well as stone goblets have been found, suggesting it was a place for ritual feasting. Only a few human bones have been found at Göbekli Tepe, but Klaus Schmidt, who excavated there for almost 2 decades before his death, thought it was a burial ground, a temple for a death cult. He also thought it might have served as a ceremonial site. Göbekli Tepe is the largest, but not the only ceremonial site in southern Turkey dating to this time. Helen Semi, which dates to about 12,000 years ago, was another. Due to stone bowls and sculpted pedestals, Michael Ross, the excavator, believes this was another place for ritual feasting. Well, friends, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, press the subscribe button, and if you want to know when I come out with new content, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. My Twitter, Discord, email, PayPal, and all other social media links are in the description, along with my email address. Please leave comments in the comment section. Not only do I love hearing from you, but it also triggers the YouTube algorithm. If you have any constructive criticism, you may leave that down there as well. Or if you have any requests, you may leave that down there as well. Keep learning and searching for truth. Here are a few videos from my library. If you have not watched them yet, go ahead and watch them and tell me what you think. Until next time, friends, stay safe and goodbye.